We took a brand new service business from this to this in only 4 months, and I want to show you exactly how we did it.
Wait till I give my money right.
Now in this video, I'm going to be walking you through step by step, dollar by dollar, exactly how we took a small amount of startup cash and have turned it into a service business that does over $100,000 a month in only 4 months. But first, I'm going to tell you why I decided to go on this crazy journey in the first place. You see, it all started with an idea. Okay, all right, I got a crazy idea. Okay, so this is my shop. This is our shop that we have been leasing out for the last 3 years to tenants, and the tenants just told me that they are going to be moving out. So no big deal. I mean, like, I could get new tenants in and boom, keep the lease going, keep the income coming in, no issues. However, I have kind of a crazy idea. What if I started a brand new service company from zero and scaled it all the way up to a 7-figure fully automated business and documented the entire thing in a YouTube show? Now, I posted that video to Facebook and the comments blew up and people were so excited to see this journey of building this business from zero to a 7-figure automated company and watching the whole journey unfold. In fact, it's probably one of the reasons why you're watching this video right now. You're wondering, how is this even possible? Let me tell you a little bit about my backstory in running a service business. Growing up, I always knew that I wanted to be a business owner. My dad was a business owner. He started a service business called All Clean Window Service in 1978. And my entire childhood, I grew up watching my dad run his own service business. In fact, from the age of 13, I homeschooled full-time through high school and worked with my dad 40 hours a week in his service business, and I absolutely loved it. It taught me so many lessons about serving a client and really just, that strong work ethic that he instilled in me. So the day I turned 18, I went out and got my own business license and started my own service company because it's easy, right?
I've never been so wrong.
And all these different service businesses that I started with my own window cleaning company, a construction company, a website design company. I had so many different failed businesses during that time period that at one point we lost our house, we were on food stamps, I had zero income, I put my daughter's birth on a Nordstrom credit card, and we were about $50,000 in debt. Now, it took us some time to kind of dig out of that hole. I had to go out and get a real job. And to be honest, it kind of killed me a little bit inside. I learned a lot from that experience, but everything changed in 2012. I got a call from my dad, who was just diagnosed with heart disease, and he told me that he couldn't work physically in the business anymore. So in 2012, I bought the company from my dad, and at the time, no employees, doing about $8,000 a month in revenue. I told my dad that I'd take care of him for the rest of his life, $3,000 a month for life, and I'd start this business. Now, I had no clue what I was doing, and I made every single mistake a service business owner could make over the next 6 years. But we struggled, we fought, we had lots of pain and suffering, but I grew that company from 0 employees to almost 70 employees, doing almost $500,000 a month when I exited that company in 2018. After that, I started coaching other service businesses how to grow their own companies, but I always missed running my own. So that led us to the point where I said, I'm going to start this company from zero, document the whole thing, put it up on YouTube, and go through the entire journey. There were so many things that I would have done differently if I was to start all over again from scratch, and so I wanted to make sure that I laid out the plan really, really carefully of how I'd take this company from zero to $100,000 a month. And this is exactly what I did. The first thing that I had to do was pick out what kind of service business I wanted to do in the first place. Once I got that dialed in, I had to name the business, I had to brand the business, and I had to lay out a plan on how we'd grow this brand new company from zero to that $1 million a year in revenue. I put a lot of effort and time and thought into what's gonna set us apart from all of our competitors. So I went out and talked to potential customers and family members and friends and other people in the industry to find out how could I really be set apart from all of my competition. If I was to grow a service business from zero to $100,000 a month, I knew that I was gonna have to have a solid team behind me. It's gonna be a matter of how quick could I hire people to be able to do this. Because in the service business, you don't make $1 until someone actually goes out and does the work. From there, I recruited those rock stars onto our dream team, and we laid out a budget and a plan of exactly how much cash it was gonna take to get us to that 100K a month. From there, we started going out and doing jobs. We got equipment, we leased a van, we started putting together all of our materials and supplies, and we started getting to work. The big key for us to get from $0 to $100,000 a month was in marketing. We had to make it rain leads. So we had to pump up our spend and invest a lot of our startup capital into marketing. Now, obviously that's a super fast recap. If you want to get a lot more information, a lot more details on every single one of those steps, go back and watch those previous episodes. We go into way more detail on all that. But let's talk about the financials. How did we take that small startup cash to $100,000 a month? Well, first, we got to go back to $0. And I also want to give a huge shout out to Karen Cruz over at Yeti Books. Yeti Books does bookkeeping specifically for the service industries, and they are absolutely awesome. They give me monthly reports that look just like this. It helps me see critical data and insights into my company financials every single month. I encourage you to go check them out at yetibooks.com. They're not sponsoring this video, but they are awesome. Now, to grow this business from $0 to $100,000 a month as fast as humanly possible, we wanted to look at this from an investor standpoint. So we had our initial cash investment of $15,000. Immediately, we spent $8,000 of this in our marketing. This was for our branding, for our website, for all the logos, the van wrap, as well as marketing. Next, we had to spend some money to be able to go fly us down to a manufacturer and get trained. So we spent $2,000 for that. All these expenses disappeared. This left us with about $5,000 in our operating expense account. Now, at the end of month 1, all that marketing spend paid off because we did $32,000 in jobs over the course of the first month. Now, this was not all profit. In fact, if we take a look at it, we literally had spent another $6,000 more for all of our marketing budget to be able to get enough leads to bring in this much work. And then literally the rest of this $26,000, we all spent in materials, supplies, labor. All of this was gone, leaving us with that same $5,000 startup budget in month 1. In month number 2, this was a rough month. In fact, we almost went bankrupt. We did some sales. In fact, we did about $24,000 worth of sales in this month. And out of this $24,000, we spent another $6,000 for marketing over here. And then the rest we spent in expenses. In fact, all of this money was completely spent. We got down to our last $50 and we came so close to bankruptcy. In fact, the only thing that saved us was that Net 30 account where we were able to order materials for more jobs and we had that 30-day grace period of being able to pay for those materials. In month number 3, we had just enough materials and just enough jobs on the schedule to be able to get back to cash flow positive. And by the end of month 3, we did $52,000 in sales. Now, again, not all of this was profit. In fact, we hired another technician during this month, and we also spent another $6,000 for marketing. We also had another $36,000 that we paid. And this $36,000 covered all of our other types of expenses. $16,000 of this was for payroll, and another $20,000 of this was for materials, supplies, equipment, etc. But the good news was we were finally profitable, and this bank account was growing. In month 4, a lot of things happened. We got a second van, we got more equipment, we got 2 more technicians, we hired a full-time office manager, and we absolutely crushed it in sales. In fact, we sold $103,000 during the month. Now, all of this was not profit. In fact, in order for us to generate this much in sales, we had to spend about $12,000 in marketing. So out of this $12,000 spend, this generated this $103,000 in sales, so this was gone. We also spent about $48,000 in other types of expenses. So literally, all of this right here went towards payroll, all of our auto expenses, our materials, our supplies, other types of equipment, and our rent and everything else. This was all completely gone. And this is our profit. This is what we have in our bank account to be able to continue our goals for the rest of the year, and things are going awesome. Now, it can be super tempting to take all this cash and to just go waste it personally.
I'll make it rain all day long.
And that's what a lot of business owners do. As soon as they get a little bit of cash in their business bank account, they pull it all out and they go buy a new car or something like that. But this is the difference between spending and investing. We're gonna take this cash, this profit, and we're gonna reinvest it back into the business. We have a goal of hitting 1.4 million our first year in business, and to do that, we have to use a lot of working capital. So we wanna cash roll this, so we're gonna be buying vans, equipment, hiring more employees. We're gonna be investing in a training video library of hundreds of videos to be able to take a brand new technician all the way to a full lead installer status within just a couple weeks. And to do that, this is what we have right here. So a lot of new things are on the horizon. We're really excited for what we have. And again, I want to thank all of my MAPS Mastery members for joining us in this journey. We would not be able to do it without you. This is actually going to draw our first season of Maps to a Million to a close. We have a whole nother season coming up with even more fresh content. We're gonna be showing behind the scenes of creating those training videos, of getting our shop completely dialed in, of getting more vans, more equipment, more technicians, as well as expanding WiseCoatings nationally. In fact, we're actually interviewing some potential business partners to help expand WiseCoatings out all over the country. A lot of amazing things coming in, because the truth is, with all of this and all this craziness of going from $0 to $100,000 a month, we're just getting started.